finally really did it. You maniacs! You blew it up! Oh, damn you! God damn you all to hell!
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Louisville23, aka J1/3 of the Ethan Inc. Gaming Crew, back to bring you guys another video. Today, what we're going to be talking about is one of the most infamous tanks in Overwatch when it comes to should he be nerfed, should he be buffed, should he be reworked, whatever you feel about this tank. And it's nobody other than Roadhog himself. Now, before this video starts, I just want to point out, this video is basically coming from the standpoint of a Roadhog main, 52 hours, a Roadhog main, and looking at some of the changes that were made to Roadhog through the PTR. And before I get into this, I just want to say one thing. Mr. Jeff Kaplan, hi, how are you? Name's Louisville23. I love your game. Love Overwatch. Love your game. I just have one question for you, Jeff. Can you leave my main the fuck alone?
That would be great.
Okay, so before we get into what happened to Roadhog in the PTR, two other heroes were also adjusted in the PTR, so let's go over them first. First up, we have McCree. So the first change they made was to his Deadeye. So now, targets now begin locking on after 0.2 seconds instead of 0.8 seconds, and damage accumulated over the first second increases from 20 to 80 damage after the first second is uncharged. Next up on the block, we have my other main, Reaper. So the Reaping, his passive ability, is now removed. So now he gains 20% of all damage done to heroes as health. I love this. It's perfect for shredding tanks. I'm a fan of it, but we'll get to that in another video. But here's the important part. Roadhog. First things first. Head hitbox size reduced by 20. Widow, get up off me. I love that. Scrap gun. Bullet damage decreased by 33%. Fire rate increased by 30%, and clip size increased from 4 to 5. The first thing I thought about when I saw these changes was, man, this reminds me a lot of the Lucio nerf, where they gave him a lot of new shiny bells and whistles, like he's a lot faster, he's faster when he goes off of buildings, his damage increased significantly, and now his self-healing's increased, but now the AoE healing is dramatically reduced and the area of effect is dramatically smaller. That's the first thing that came to mind when I saw this, because the headbot, they tried to put some, like, the fire rate in the headbox hit size, I guess, are supposed to be positives, along with the clip size increase to kind of balance out the nerf. Because if they just straight up just said, you know what, Roadhog damage 33%, nerfed, that would look like just a hate nerf. And I mean, let's be real. When Ana got nerfed early, but because of Nano Boost, when it both increased attack speed, not attack speed, it just increased your damage, increased your resistance, and it made you faster, that was meta breaking. And then she got crippled. We remember early Overwatch. We remember Mata. Genji got pretty much nerfed the same way, same as Lucio. But the only difference between those three heroes and Roadhog is Roadhog wasn't meta breaking. Roadhog, I don't think Roadhog is a must pick in all competitive tournaments. I mean, let's be real. The chain breaking was a huge nerf. I mean, I'll be serious. I've hooked people from galaxies away, okay? I've had some pretty crazy hooks in my 52 hours as a Roadhog, but at the same time, I've missed a lot of point-blank range hooks that I had no business missing, and I've also had a lot of crucial hooks break on me. But this, that nerf was okay to me. This nerf seems hella unnecessary. So, to determine whether I was overreacting or if I was just being if I felt a little attacked, I'm not gonna lie. So to determine whether or not this was justified or not, my good friend Alex hopped in the PTR with me to go test out some of the damage results of, can you still one-shot people with Roadhog. So here are the results we tested. So if you're looking on your screen right now, first things up, we're testing it out with Reaper because I feel like these changes were made to maybe push Reaper in the meta a little bit. So here's the results we found. In the PTR, if you hook Reaper from just a general distance and all you do is left click, you don't melee, you don't do anything special, you don't headshot, he's going to live on 70. Now, keep in mind, Reaper does have the most health among all DPS heroes at 250. So if you just hit him regularly with a Roadhog, on average of what we tested, he lived on 70. Now, when we went back to the US servers, he just died. It didn't matter if you headshotted him, if you meleeed, or if you just, straight up body shotted him after you hooked him, he died. In the PTR, when you hooked him and you meleeed afterwards, he would live on an average of 40. We did factor in headshots for all the heroes we tested in here, but let's just say for general purposes, everyone that got headshot died. So let's just rule that out. So the next hero up on the chopping block is 76, and I'll be a little honest with you, some of these shots may have been off and some of the spread might have been weird on some of these because a little bit of the results are maybe weird, but we got what we got and I'm just giving you guys the facts. So in the PTR, when 76, if you just hook him and body shot him, he lived on an average of 44 health, where in the US servers, he's just straight up dead. And the one time he did live, he lived on 17, which is significantly lower than 44. In the PTR, if you were to hook 76 and then follow it with a melee, he lived on an average of 10. But again, when you go back to the US servers, he would usually live on an average to about 8 or dead. Let's be 100% honest. The reason for this is to push Reaper into the meta. Maybe it's because Blizzards are starting to realize that maybe we can't nerf every healer if tank meta is going to be a thing. Let's just make DPS a little more viable. So buffing Reaper makes sense, and I love the Reaper buff. Even though I haven't gotten a chance to play a lot with him in the PTR, I can already tell it's going to be a great buff. Maybe now I can even press Q without getting blown the fuck back every time. But when it comes to Roadhog, I just don't think this adjustment is necessary. I don't think Roadhog was such a big problem to Reaper or anyone in that fact to where you would have to decrease his damage by 33%. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to be tunnel vision about this. I'll look at the buffs. The hit side, like, the hitbox reduction is cool. That's fine. That's great. Because he does have an abnormally large hitbox. But we don't need that hitbox. We don't need the increase to fire rate. We don't need the clip to go from 4 to 5. I would rather all that stuff go away if I get to keep my 33% damage. That's what make Roadhog great. Why does I like a caveman right there? I was running out of breath. That would make Roadhog great. But seriously, a lot of people argue that Roadhog isn't a true tank because unlike all the other tanks, he doesn't have any legitimate way of protecting his team. He can't do a shield. He's pretty much a glorified DPS. He's pretty much just a flanker. He's just meant to pick off healers and pick off problems. That's true. But if that's all he's meant to do, how is he supposed to do that when his damage is decreased 33% and he can't even kill tracers in one hit anymore? Full health tracers, if they get hooked and you body shot them, will not die. And they're just going to recall out of it. I mean, I don't think this is necessary. I really, really, really hope Jeff Kaplan and the Overwatch team does not let this go over into Americas, because I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. Roadhog's pick rate is going to fucking plummet in competitive, in pro games. It's just going to plummet. I mean, I'll be honest with you. It's going to get to that point where I mainly play Roadhog on attack. So I play him on both. But it's going to get to that point where it's like, there's better picks out there now. I mean, if you just want to off tank, I'd just go D.Va. That's what you're going to see. I mean, if you just want that damage dealing off tank, I mean, with D.Va, you're not getting, not only do you not have to deal with the damage decrease, you're also getting a shield. You're also getting somebody else that can protect your team. And in my opinion, you're getting a much better ult. So I feel like if this goes through, you're probably going to see a lot more D.Va, and you're probably going to see a lot less Roadhog in general, especially if the buff to Reaper goes through. Because I mean, at that point, he's just going to be a bullet sponge, and I mean, I just don't see him really getting a good pick rate with that being his kit. So hopefully, the Reaper buff goes through, but Roadhog stays the same. Because honestly, if the Reaper buff goes through, he's going to be a powerhouse. But at the same time, Roadhog could be a check to that. Roadhog could be a check because, like I said, if you go back to the result page, if you hook a Reaper straight up, he's done. So, we'll have to see what happens. Jeff Kaplan, please, just leave my main alone, man. I appreciate the Reaper buff. Just leave Mako alone, man. He ain't do nothing to nobody, man. Man. Anyways, that's all I got to say about that, guys. I'm kind of new with this whole stat video, so I apologize if it sounded like I was all over the place. I have a ton of information on 2 screens and on notes I took down to try and do this video, so please bear with me. But I appreciate you guys for checking out the video. If you liked the video and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Go support the Ether Takeover. Also, make sure to go follow us on Twitter and on Twitch. The links to do so are in the description box below. And do not forget, also, please do not forget to go check out our Twitter and stay tuned, because anytime something goes down with our channel, we pretty much put it there. I mean, this video will probably be going up. I don't know when it'll go up, but you'll know when it goes up if you follow our Twitter. I don't know why I'm telling you that, because you're already watching it. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm LouisVillain23. Thank you for checking out the video. Do everything I just told you to do, because I'm being repetitive, and I'm going to go edit this video and probably go get something to eat because I'm hungry. Bye. Till the next time.